tell you what, we're out here in California, but we're a nationwide business, but we're also a worldwide business. And we, 99, I'll tell you right now, my man from Texas right there, 99.9% of the people in Texas have not heard the word TEN yet. That's a very exciting position to be in. And I can say the same about Tennessee, Louisiana, DC, California, you know, because we're just getting started. But here's, and you know, I'm going to talk, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Everybody that's known me and speaking for 24 years knows that Mel has no PowerPoint, no script, no knowledge of what to say, and sometimes he stands here and says, I forgot what I was going to say next. And it's because I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to look at your faces and look at your eyes, and it's heart to heart here, you know? So whatever comes out of me at that moment, so it's got, thank you. So it's kind of like I'm all over the place. So forgive me if you, man, this guy is scattered, but through that scatteredness, you guys are going to get some education, information, right? And I've always built my business that way, and you know, people have said, no, you got to change that, or you need to be more polished. And some of you have noticed that I'm chewing gum on stage. They told me, you know, you're not supposed to be a speaker and chew gum. I said, nobody ever called, I'm not a speaker. I never went to school to be a speaker. I'm not a speaker. So I'll chew gum, all right? So let's chew gum, but I'm not a speaker. In fact, you guys want to hear something really funny? You guys got to hear this. People call me all kinds of things. But yesterday, you know, because I'm driving around town, and those of you know, I like nice toys sometimes and stuff like that. And so this very nice couple, they're probably in their 50s or early 60s or whatever. They come up to me because I'm standing outside my car, and they you know, they say, wow, it's really nice, and you know, I love that, and da 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 da. And they say, what do you do? And I've never even been able to answer when people say, what do you do? You know? I mean, I don't have no cool answer like, oh, well, I own a multi-billion-dollar international conglomerate company. That's not me, right? So I said, I sell vitamins. So they started laughing at me. And they said, oh, so you're a drug dealer. And then they walked away. I don't know, but you know, and that's happened all my life, you know, because my wife and I, we were successful at a very young age in network marketing as multi-million-dollar distributors, and so especially back then when I'm running around town with my baseball cap and my jeans, I'm sure they always all thought that this guy's this guy's this or that. So I'm kind of used to it, but you know, people are always going to say stuff, and that's never bothered me because I learned right away, early on, that all you got to do is this, and just brush it right off, right? And that couple was sweet. They weren't trying to be mean. They were being funny at the end because I said, I sell vitamins. They thought I was joking with them. They joked back with me, oh, he's a drug dealer, haha, whatever. But you know, that brings a little story to mind. It's important because, you know, you guys will hear all kinds of things on your road to success as you grow up in the business, you know, and you got to understand, everybody's got opinions, right? Opinions are like noses. Everybody's got one. That's the rated G version. So, you know, let me kind of give this a little bit clarity to you because as you go and build your business, you don't want that to knock you out of the park. When somebody has an opinion, or they say this, or they say that, because people will always come to you with that, no matter what stage you are in the game, you know, no matter what position you are in life, and that's just, you know, them, and you just got to expect that. And I heard this a long time ago. There was an old man and his grandson, right? And they're going through the village with a little donkey, and so the old man puts the grandson up on the donkey, you know, because they're going for a far travel to get back to their village. So he says, "Come on, son, you know, and you look like you're getting tired." He puts him on the donkey. Well, as they go through the village, some of a group of people started pointing and saying stuff, saying, man, you know, what a horrible kid making his old grandpa walk while he's sitting on that donkey, right? And so the kid gets off the donkey and says, Grandpa, why don't you get up on the donkey because you look like you're getting tired. And then they go through the rest of the village, you know, halfway through. And another group of people say, man, what a horrible old man making his little son walk while he's sitting there on that donkey, you know, his grandson. And so then his grandpa says, well, why don't we both get on this donkey? And then they finish going through the village, and then another group of people say, man, what horrible people, that little donkey, with both of them sitting on it, right? You ain't gonna win. So this is what you do. That's it. And move on, right? They always got something to say. So I laugh about it, I have fun with it, and I have to tell you this. Here's a little, you know, training and... I've been speaking around the world for 24 years and I've never fell off the stage, but with a noise like that might win. Many of you heard also I stand at the very edge of the platform when I'm speaking because, you know, I want you to get as much as possible, and it's not from back here, right? Yeah. Or behind the podium, right? So, what was I talking about?
Donkey.
Yeah, the donkey. You got the donkey. And then where do we go from there?
Wash it off. Wash it off.
Really good. All right. It's because I'm nervous. I'm not a public speaker, all right? Give me a break. All right, so, through today, you know, getting the information, getting education. I know you guys had a fantastic morning. Phenomenal trainers. Everybody has a different personality, a different style. But everybody's just getting started. And so as we get started now, and you take this nice, you know, growth pattern and you grow with the company, it's a very, very, very exciting time. How many people have been in network marketing before? Okay? I'm sure a lot of times you have not had the chance to be in at the very early stages, the beginning, right? Okay? And if you had, in many cases, it doesn't go beyond that. You know, for so many reasons. You know, whether it's the management of the company or the products or the compensation plan or whatever. And people can talk and they can say this and they can say that, but here's what you have today. Okay? So I'm going to tell you this right now. At our launch, which was just 3 months ago, people counted us out. And you know that. They counted you out. You know, there was many of those people saying different stuff, like this company, and you know, it's not going anywhere, da, 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 da. I knew we're going all the way. Right? But people, they wanted to say this opinion and that opinion and this and that. But I have to tell you that, you know, for me, it's been a commitment, a life commitment for anything that we're going to do. You've got to do it, you know. I don't want to say till it's done, but you just got to do it. Right. You got to go all the way. You know, and I got married at a real early age. I was 20 years old, and my wife was 18 years old. Okay, and back then they didn't give us 6 months. The relatives, the families, you know, both sides weren't seeing eye to eye, and they have the, you know, I mean, expected opinion that this couple getting married at 20 years old and 18 years old, not that strong of a chance, right? I mean, because kids at that age, you're maybe mature enough or whatever, all these other reasons. They counted us out. They counted us out because we couldn't make 6 months. And then, during our first year of marriage, Amy gets pregnant. And now we got a baby coming in the house. They really counted us out. And the side note is, we didn't have any jobs or any business, right? So, and then, at our first, a year into our marriage, not only did we get pregnant, we joined this thing called network marketing. So most people said, they're too young to get married, that's not going to work. Now they got a baby in the house, they don't got a job, this is really not going to work, and now they join some pyramid scheme. Right? That was the picture. And so as I look back, and I think, they counted us out when we were getting married, they counted us out baby being born too early, they counted us out joining this beautiful network marketing company that back then in the 80s you would say, oh, pyramid scheme, whatever. But that company today does, $4 billion around the world and has changed thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives, millions of lives. And counting us out from that point, I've been through this where as on the road to success, people will say what they're going to say and they're going to count you out. And I could have quit on my marriage early because, as a young kid, you've got all kinds of challenges trying to get married that early, Having a baby in the house, more challenges. Having no job, more challenges, Joining a network marketing company and not knowing what to do or what it is. I'd never heard of it before. Amy never heard of it before. We didn't even know what it was. And getting a bunch of no's and people thinking you're crazy. We could have quit on any one of those things on the road there, but we didn't. Okay? And we didn't quit on our team. And we took it to a huge success story. And then years later, which is about 11 years ago or so, when we got put into a situation to start this company, guess what they said? Ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna last. Why? Same thing. These guys have no background in this. They've never run a company before. They've never had a network marketing company. This, you gotta have this consultant, you gotta have this much money, all these objections, right? But I knew that we were pushed to this position, and I can tell you the whole story, but I really want to get into some heavier training. Some of you heard some of it in Vegas and stuff like that. But being pushed in a situation where I'd never been a CEO before, And I'll tell you, in 2002, when we launched the company, all the chicks were against us. They said that these guys, this company's not going to make it. And this guy's never been a CEO before, he's never run a network marketing company. And all these other things that come across. But I can tell you this, is that now, when I go around the world, they're like, man, that guy knows how to run a company. That guy's CEO, that guy's, successful year after year with the company. And that wasn't the picture back then. And so what you have right now in your hands is the track record of this. That you don't have a big investor in this company named Mel Gill or Amy Gill. You don't have a big business person that has all this super education named Mel Gill or Amy Gill. Okay? You don't have anything other than a couple of, at that time, broke kids, right, that got involved into a home-based business when there was no such thing as home-based back then. Back then they thought you're crazy if you're working at home, right? Like, Barry, you remember 1988, 89, right? It was different. And, there was no work-at-home dads and work-at-home moms and all that kind of stuff, right? And to say what you have here is you've got a couple of young kids that their entire experience is network marketing, independent distributors. That's it. That's all. But guess what we've proven in 24 years of doing this? That for this platform, that's enough. That's enough. Okay? Because they counted us out way back in the 80s. They counted us out when we started the company. And I'll tell you what, if you were listening to this right now in 2002, because I would talk in front of a team in 2002, you had to have a lot of faith and belief that this was going to go. Yeah. It was theory. It was theory in 2002. Okay? 2003, it was less theory. 2004, it was less theory. 2005, after, grew in 2007 when we celebrate our 5-year anniversary, and so on. Okay? Here you are in 2014. It's not theory anymore. So what you get to do is you get to count on a company that still has no board of directors, has no investors, has no loans, has no debt, has nobody to pay that. It's a family business. That's all you got, is a family business. That's good enough. That's good enough. Because I'll tell you right now, you'll understand this the more you're around the company. It's a company built on heart, built on character, built on passion, built on the reasons of changing people's lives. So when I talk about changing people's lives. I talk about financial freedom. By the way, I'm going to announce today something called Freedom Points, and I'll explain to you what Freedom Points are. But, knowing that that's what we got and that's what we can share in the world, that has always been good enough. And so that's what you have. So when you come in here now, okay, because we've launched when the naysayers said we couldn't launch. Here we are at 10 University, and it's the first one after launch, and then we're going to go to the next 10 University, and these are all great locations. I mean, Vegas was fun, San Francisco was fun. Who's looking for other locations that are going to be fun for 10 University, right? The next 10 University. But I have to tell you that you're at a point right now where you have an edge. Now I want you to put on your business hat for just a moment, because I know you've been getting lots of training this morning. You got great hat on there. You got to have a white hat on just like that. you got a situation here where you've got a brand new company. You're in at the top, right? However, it's backed by an 11-year-old proven company. Proven on what? What have they been proving for 11 years? They've been proving for 11 years that they don't quit. No matter how hard it gets, they keep going. And they keep on paying. They don't stop. Every Wednesday is what?
Payday!
It's your favorite?
Payday!
My favorite day is the day that everybody that has saved up enough Wednesday checks gets to use those Wednesday checks to do something. Something for their kids, something for themselves, something for their family, something for their community. They get to do something with those Wednesday checks. And that's exciting to me, that we can go out there and make a difference and change people's lives with those Wednesday checks. Now, obviously, the United States is new, but I can tell you overseas, they've done some dramatic things with those Wednesday checks. And we get to do it now bigger and better than ever before with 10. Now with 10, understand this, you guys already know this, and those of you that are new in the room know this, okay, is that in 11 years, I'll tell you what's been happening with us. Okay, we've been a technology network marketing company. My background, and Amy's background, comes from health and wellness and personal care products. That's where we started in network marketing. So we always had a passion for that. And so over the last 11 years, lots and lots of vendors, suppliers, doctors, individuals come knocking on our door, sending us product, sharing with us ideas. Here's a great shake that everybody's going to lose weight on. Here's some great pills that everybody's going to run faster on. Here's some horse hair that if you swallow it and stuff, we've had all kinds of stuff, and it continues to happen, This coffee that gives you, eyes behind your head, there's some wild stuff. And we've always been looking at everything because we wanted to get into the health, nutrition, and wellness industry with this company. And we've always said no. No. Because we couldn't see the long term of those products. The long term beyond this 2 years, 3 years. The long term. And we knew how big the industry is. Health, wellness, nutrition, 600 billion with a B. Not million, billion. Okay? Shooting to $1 trillion very quickly. So we wanted to participate in that, but not another Me Too. Right? The edge you have right now is that we've done our homework over and over and over again. And finally we got something that said, you know what? This is long term. This is our edge. This is what people can win with quickly, and they don't have to compete in the marketplace with. That's what we've got, right? Okay? So when we ended up with seeing this and having this, we said this is it. This is our participation in a $600 billion industry. But here's what you've got. It's not just the company. Here's what you've got, okay? You've got a situation where there's a window of opportunity. There's a certain window of opportunity. Because I'll tell you what, who's heard of these vitamin shakes or diet shakes? Of course you have. Okay? You know why? Companies have done billions. Billions with that, right? Okay? Who's heard of vitamin pills? Right? Okay? Of course you have. Because companies have done
Billions.
billions. Right? Do I have my other microphone? Yep? No? Alright. I'm still not going to sing. Shakes, pills. Who's heard of those giant juice bottles? Right? They even have them at Costco now, right? Okay. Companies, network marketing, companies have done billions, right? Yes? So, when we got associated with this product, we said, wow. I mean, it's more convenient, right? It absorbs better than those other ones that we just talked about, right? And it's unique. The world has not done billions with it. Most people know pills, they know shakes, they know juice bottles, but they haven't seen this, right? Right? And if the market is 600 billion with a B going to a trillion, and no company has come out there on the forefront, price it correctly, and have the quality. Let me tell you about the quality right now. This is very important. And this will relate to the freedom points I'm going to tell you guys about. Quality has to be there, not just because I take the prize every day, so I need quality. I need quality, right? The very first people that got to use the product, that got to taste the product, that made us say yes to the product, were our children, right? I had never heard of D3, but 3 years before I was introduced to this product, our son's pediatrician recommended D3. We said, what's D3? I don't know. We went to the store, we got D3 for my son, and this, that. He was taking this pill. It's like a chewable, sugary thing and whatever. And so when we were introduced to this, we said, oh, we know what D3 is. Our son takes D3, right? And so I knew that if this was already out there, where people knew that they had to get B vitamins, they had to get the D vitamins, they had to get the Garcia Cambogia, but they only had all these other ways to do it, through shakes, juices, and pills, that we all of a sudden had an edge. Well, we had to have it quality, not just because my children take the product, not just because I take the product, because I knew this. And that goes back to my background. For 24 years, all I've done is network marketing. So I'm not an investor that's trying to sell something to the public. Who I am is a network marketing distributor that understands what network marketing is. And you know what it is? It's residual income. That's what it is. Now, I know some of you said you been in network marketing before. You've probably been in some of those deals that are really not very product-oriented deals. I'll put it safely that way, right? Okay? And they're quick cash, big cash, and then they're gone. Okay? You're not in network marketing. You're in sales. Newsflash. Because the sales deal is done, they're out of business, now you got to go find the next sales deal, right? Or they're still in business, but everybody found out the product had no quality and nobody wants to continue in the business. Or they had a hyped up marketing plan where everybody found out you can't make money in it. Or the management took off to the Cayman Islands. Or whatever. Okay, we've heard all those things. So what I do with 24 years of network marketing is that if you don't have residual income, then we are Team Effort International, the sales deal. Okay? But since we're Team Effort International, a network marketing company that's represented itself as a network marketing company for 11 years, right? Then it has to be about residual income. Now here's how residual income works. If the product is not superior quality, priced right, and people don't get results, there's no residual income. Because people will not reorder the product. The way you're going to get rich here is what you're already seeing. And you know what you're seeing? Results. 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 Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. Because the product is quality, people get the results, and then what do they say? I gotta have it, I gotta have it, give me more, give me more, give me more. I want more. I need more. This is good stuff. I feel better. I look better. Margarita paid me a compliment. She said I'm looking a little bit.
Right.
I always look good, Margarita. So if I feel better, if I feel better, if I'm looking better, if I'm sleeping better, right? Give me more. Give me more. Then we can build a residual income business because people run out of the product and then reorder. Here's what I've seen in network marketing, is that you get this system of you buy this many cases of it, and you got to do this with it, and you got to do with that. You know why those systems are all built there? So you'll order a bunch of stuff that you really probably don't need, but it pushes your income up in the compensation plan. Right? And we could do that if our product wasn't quality. We'd have all these tricks and systems, and you want to be a super double diamond, you've got to order 12 packs every month of this and this and this and this and this. No. No. Our basic auto ship, the number one feedback that we hear, it's not enough. We need more. We're running out. Our customers need more. We need more. We need more. That is an incredible situation. I'll tell you that right now. As a network marketing company, and you as a distributor, that is your secret to success right there. Okay? Is as long as the products are the highest quality, and I'll tell you, our newest product, that's what took so long to bring it out. Because the highest quality, let me tell you this. When I first took that first version, I almost, bam, from the taste. I almost fainted from the taste. But the formulators and the doctors told me, no, to get those ingredients in there, I was like, I've never tasted anything this horrible in my life. I felt like did I bite into a snake? I didn't know what, you're right? I said, take it back. They said, no, but it's so good, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. And I was like, I can't spell glutathione, so I don't want it anyway, just forget it. But we worked on it, and it was so difficult because we didn't want to bring the quality down at the same time. Because I knew that if we brought it out and nobody saw results, what happens to your residual income?
Nice.
Then we got to come up with some tricks of ordering 12 cases of this and 20 cases of that and all this other stuff. But if people reorder it on their own because they get results and it's acceptable, and now I'll tell you what, I've got my cell energy. And how many people got their cell energy? So now when I take it, I can accept it. But then I get my chaser out. And I chase it with a little D. Because as you know how delicious the D is. So if you've been secretly saying, dang, this cell energy is good, and then you go back here with a little D, you can say the owner of the company does that too. So you got to have your chaser right next to your cell energy. You got it?
Right.
But here's another interesting thing. The more you take it, the more you get used to it anyway.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, the more you take it, the more you get used to it. But I'll tell you what, this version, not 10 times, not 100 times, 1,000 times better than that first one that I took that almost knocked my head off my body, right? Okay? So you're in good hands without degrading the quality. Quality is number one. But you've got history in the making here, okay? Especially in the overseas markets. You've got history in the making here, especially in the overseas market, because they know this ingredient. And as the United States goes forward on this ingredient called glutathione, I'm telling you, glutathione is outrageous. The more you use it, the more you study it, the more you get results from it. It's unbelievable. And guess who has the very first history-making glutathione in the most convenient absorbable form in the world? So you've got to market first, okay? You've got to market first. You've got no me too here. You've got to take glutathione in all other kinds of forms, right? Probably because those other guys that have spray stuff tried to put it in a bottle and They probably had a horrible taste reaction that knocked them out. They're still not recovered or something. But we figured out the solution, and we figured out a way. And those of you that know, look, I just took my cell letter. Here's what's going to happen now. Spider-Man. Yes, sir. I can see you now in that beige suit. My eyes weren't that good a minute ago, sir. And and the water bottle in front of you. All right, so I love this product, and it's product number 5. So we've got 5 fantastic products, and I know you all just received them in the last week, you know. And some of you probably, you know, if your auto ship is not due, you're right, you know, because it goes on your auto, it comes complimentary with your auto ship. So if your auto ship's on the 24th, you're going to get it on the 24th. So it's going to come, but once you get it, use it. And I have to tell you this, is that number 1 here, remember, we're building what? Residual
Income.
Okay. I like to say the word rich, because residual income, R-I-C-H, residual income creates happiness. No question about it. No question about it. Okay? And when we're talking about freedom, financial freedom, that's exactly what we're building here. Now, some of you are off to a fast start, and that's great. And some of you are off to a slower start, and that's okay. As long as you know that this is long term, and going nowhere but forward, and growing forward. You know, we completed 11 years with our other network marketing division. Now we're going for the next 11 with that division, but also the next 11 includes 10, the new nutritional division, with not a me-too product, with a unique product that nobody else has, that's so conversational. I mean, we could have come up with a juice bottle that competed with the marketplace and said our juice is better than your juice, or a powder that said our powder that helps you lose weight better than that powder, or a pill that says this pill is better than that pill, but we're not in that game. Now, we will have competition sooner or later, no question about it, when people want to follow a good thing. But I'll tell you what, they're going to have to keep up with this quality, this attitude, this understanding that you can't bring out a gimmick. It has to be this product that everybody gets results and reorders. And that's the best thing. We talk about changing people's lives. How many people have changed your lives with the product alone? That look around, and we just got started. We just got started. This is just beginning, and you've already changed your life with a product alone. Now, how many people, in addition to that, have actually earned an income from this company already? Raise your hands. Nice nod. There you go. Okay? Now, income-wise, here's what I want to tell you. Your business is going to be tough. But the good news is, it gets easier and easier. It gets easier and easier the more you're in it. Hello. All right. Are we on? Yes, we are. Are we on? How about there? Good? All right, good. Let's keep it nice and loud. We're going to wake everybody up after lunch. The folks who are dancing did a great job. Who's having fun? Let me tell you this right now. When you go home, put this on your wall, write it down. This is actually a very key element. If you're not having fun, you're not building the business correctly. And you need to make some adjustments. Okay? If you're not having fun, you're not building the business correctly. This is a chance for us to have microphone feedback. This is a chance in an environment for us to have fun. For us to have fun. Okay? Some of you are hearing all this loud screaming and this excitement and stuff like that, and you're like, you know. You know why? Because you don't get to do that at your job. You don't get to do that at your other business. So you haven't done that since you were a kid, right? Right? I mean, I'm not the dancer, but when I'm in an audience, I'm the screamer. and I get excited, and these are all the things that you can't do at your job, and you can't do at your business, but you can do it here. And, you know, I love being a kid. And you get to act like a kid and have fun and make money. Anybody into that? Anybody into that? And then when you're rolling around town, they say, what do you do? Say, I sell vitamins. I'm amped up on them. And they'll say, you're a drug dealer. So, fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy the process. This is a fun event. Tomorrow you guys are going on the cruise. Okay? Woo! The best part of the business is the friendships and the memories that you make. I'm telling you right now. Take pictures on that cruise. Have fun on that cruise. You guys can make memories on that cruise. Bond with each other on that cruise. I'm gonna tell you right now, my 24-year career, that's what I remember. Is the fun, the events, the cruises, the vacations. I mean, wait till you see what we're gonna do with some of these trips. It's going to be unbelievable. Do you know we have some people qualify for a Disneyland, Disney World trip? Right? We're going to recognize them in a little bit as well. And I have to tell you though, I mean, you know, who does not like Disneyland? Who does not like Disney World? I mean, we love it, right? Yeah, you get to be a kid and you get to take your kids. So have fun. Where else would I go with this? Now you guys have to start reading my mind. All right, can everybody hear me okay? Maybe turn up the microphone just a little bit louder. All right, a little bit louder. Thank you. Perfect. Because I want to keep you guys awake. I mean, the folklore dancing was awesome. Oh, that's good. You guys had a nice lunch. You guys had a fantastic morning. We're going to make some announcements right now. But I want you guys to get this into your minds and your hearts and your heads right now on building your business, okay? How many people know that our compensation plan is called a dual core double binary? Okay? Raise your hands, dual core double binary. Okay. For those of you that don't know, it's just like our products. It's first of its kind, it's not a me too, it's unique, and it's never been done before. We're the first ones to do it, okay? And nobody else has it. Now the power of it is you've got two compensation plans working strategically together. Most people have a weekly binary, right, like ours, similar, but just don't pay out as much. Now as this company goes from small to big, all right, and there's companies doing billions in juice, pills, and shakes, we move forward in the direction with something that works better, absorbable, unique, convenient to a billion. 70% goes back to who? $70% of $1 billion a year is what?
A lot of money.
700 million a year. Okay? Now, how many would like to share in that? A couple of key points to share in that, and then we're going to make some announcements. Okay? Number one. Okay? Use the product. Use the product. Use the product. Use the
product.
Use the
Product.
Because by you using the product, getting results, and reordering, okay, you have a testimony of passion, not sales. I've never sold anything in my life. I can't sell. I mean, if somebody asks me to go out there and sell a whatever, I mean, I don't know what do people sell. Sell clothes or sell a car or sell something. I can't do that. I can't do that. Okay? But I can share my passion, my results, and what's happening in my life. Can you do that? Yeah. Okay? And the way I've always treated my business is that, you know, I'm a shy guy by nature. Anybody that knows me outside of network marketing knows that, man, I don't talk. I mean, we're sitting at dinner, we're sitting on the airplane. I'm not the guy saying, hey, how are you? I just don't do it. I'm just shy. I'm just shy. I've always been that way. But when you, even if you're shy, okay, when you can you talk about your kids?
Yeah.
A shy guy like me, I will talk about my kids all day long. Right? Not just, I love them, I'm passionate about it, it's the joy of my life. I'll talk all day long, you know? In fact, I wanted to try to get here a little bit earlier today, but the boss wouldn't let me. That's baby Gigi. 5 years old, runs the whole house, it's her rules. But I'll talk about baby Gigi all day long. And then we have Austin, you know, he's 12 years old, busier than heck, karate, baseball, basketball, he's going to be a superstar NBA player and this and that. And, you know, and here's a cool story about Austin. I'll tell you right now. Who plays basketball? This kid, I'm telling you, it's interesting because you know how you go through that uncoordinated stage as a kid? Banging into everything, running into everything, and you know, just frustrated with himself and not good at basketball and this and that. And I correlate this to you and your business as well because you know you have to go through the learning curve and the growing curve. And he didn't quit. You know, even though he got discouraged and everybody's better and this and this and this and all those things happen. But I'll tell you right now, today at 12 years old, he's a really, really good ball player. And I'll tell you this right now, is that those of you that raise your hand, you play basketball, he will out-dribble you. He will out-dribble you. And he's got a mean jump shot. I mean, he does not miss. And it's really cool, and maybe it's part of my genes. Because when I was in 6th grade, they used to call me Magic Mel. Magic Mel, I used to hit mine too, but he's actually better than I was when I was in 6th grade. But you know what? 2 years ago, you couldn't see that at all. At all. At all. 24 years ago, you didn't see this kid as a successful network marketing guy at all. You didn't see that 19-year-old girl. No chance. No chance. No job, no business background, never heard of network marketing, blah. Right? Okay? So you can do it if you pay attention. Here's what Austin did, and I want you to do what Austin did. Okay? In the last couple of years, going from uncoordinated and the worst guy on the team or whatever, to being a serious ball handler and a guy that makes better shots than the rest of his team, you know, and a very competitive part of the team. You know what he did? He paid attention and he made it a priority. He prioritized. So as you make this a fun business, also, if you're serious on a serious level, and I'm giving you a little bit of mixed training here today, only because this is a university, you have to make this a priority. And if you had the inside track, and you can even tell your prospects this, you know, I've got the inside track on something that the world has never seen, but it's going to be in every household very soon. Do you want to know about it? Okay? And if you know that you've got the inside track of the next billion-dollar brand, the next category that's going to be $1 billion, they did it in juice, they did it in powders, they did it in pills, we're going to do it with the most absorbable nutrition in the world. Yes or no? Yes. So if that's the case, right, you need to prioritize this. You need to make some sacrifices. You need to give up a little TV time or give up, you know, this or that or whatever you're doing to make time for this and prioritize, right? You guys hear me on that? Okay. Austin prioritized, so he went from the worst to, I won't say he's the best, but he's like a player now, right? Because he was able to prioritize and make it a priority and take it seriously. And some of you are messing around, and you know you're messing around. And it's okay if you're happy with part-time income. But do you know that there's some people in our industry with those shakes, with those juices, with those pills, which are all great products, by the way. Ours is just different. They're earning over $100,000 every single month. Okay? They're actually earning that. And there's many people that earn $10,000 a month. There may people that earn $20,000, $50,000 a month. Okay? Any one of those numbers, because I don't know what your goals are, close your eyes and you tell me, would that make a difference in your life? Yeah. Would that make a difference in your life? Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, money will make a difference in your life. Okay? Because if you're a good person, which I hope that we're attracting all good people, I kind of feel that we are. I feel that we are. A couple of people need to wash out, but they're probably not the truth, right? But if it's going to make you better than you are, and you can do better than you can because you have some extra money, Let's do that. Let's do that. So let me tell you this, okay, is that I'll come back on track. Priorities, thank you, priorities. So making this a priority, if you've heard that big money network marketing, where do you think you have a chance with it? In the next other company that has this or that, or a company that's so special, so unique, 11-year-old track record, and you've got now a comp plan that's proven to create millionaires, and now we're bringing it to the United States. This is your chance. And if you never thought you could make that money, it's probably because you couldn't in that other situation. But you've been put into a situation where now you can make that $20,000 a month. You can make that $50,000 a month. You can do that because we got a product that everybody wants, everybody gets results on, and everybody reorders. And we've got a compensation plan that everybody knows is the most generous in the entire industry. There's no question. No question. Ask any mathematician compared to any other compensation plan in the industry. That's because, you know what, our background is not, we're trying to make an investment or a business transaction. We're distributors, and we've always wanted distributors to win. That's how we've grown up, as distributors for distributors to win. We want our team to win. We want our team to win, right? And the only way you're going to win is you need to get some of that financial freedom. Financial freedom, right? So let me tell you about the dual core double binary, because here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to do. You've got to earn and grab your financial freedom. Now, I was in the country of India a few months ago, right? And they had this program that they launched called the Unstoppable Indian Program, right? And what it was about was that in 1947, that country got its political freedom, right? They're the largest democracy in the world. They got their political freedom in 1947. What they haven't achieved, as many of us have not achieved, is financial freedom. So they created this movement within our company called the Unstoppable Indian that is actually a financial freedom movement. So they said on stage, and I was blown away, 1947 we've got our political freedom, but now we have a way with this company to show people financial freedom. Okay? Financial freedom is this. Imagine this in your life. To do what you want to do, when you want to do it, wherever you want to do it, with whoever you want to do it with. Would that be a lifestyle? No more sitting down at that special anniversary dinner at Ruth Chris, and the first thing you do is stare at the right side of the menu. That's no fun. You're there to celebrate your anniversary. Focus on your spouse, not the right side of the menu. Right?
Right.
Instead of reading the menu from right to left, how exciting and powerful would it be to read the menu from left to right? Woo! You know what that's about? That's called having freedom. Financial freedom. Because now what you're going to do, instead of staring at the right side of the menu, Ruth Chris, you're going to stare at your spouse. And you're going to have a conversation. And you're going to talk about real things because you're not stressed out about the money. The money, right? And I'll tell you this with your kids. I'll tell you this with your job. I'll tell you this with all parts of your life that are handcuffing you financially. Right? That's what I bought into this industry, is you work hard once and the money never stops. That's the promise, right? We've covered 11 years. We're going the next 11 years. There's companies in our industry that are 40, 50, 60 years old that continue to pay month after month after month. We've never missed a payday every Wednesday for 11 years, right? The money doesn't stop. But you got to position yourself now with this unique, cool product that everybody's getting results on. And let me ask you this. Do you agree with me or not? Okay? Has the business conversation, has the business become easier in the last 3 months? You know why that is? Because of the results of the product. You have so many more testimonials. Your TTPs have so many more results and testimonials. So what's going to happen in the next 3 months? It's going to get easier and easier and easier. So all you got to do right now, position yourself at the beginning, and we ride this wave right now that's about to go. Okay? Who's in it for the wave? Now, who got a cycle check last week? All right, congratulations. Who got a cycle check the week before? A cycle check the week before. Yes, okay. So some of you are cycling consistently on the weekly binary, and that's good, right? But you don't have to. And it's no big deal if you miss one or two. It's great. You'll end up cycling weekly sooner or later. But if you haven't been cycling weekly, great. But here's what you need to focus on. Not the cycling weekly. You focus on the freedom points. You know what the freedom points are? This is how you're going to get financial freedom. On the product, all the products are associated with points. And you earn these points, right? When people are using the product, consuming the product, or reordering the product. If you look at the second half of our binary, the monthly binary, for some of you that are earning $400 a month on freedom points, you're getting that month after month after month after month. And consequently, you're also getting a car bonus with it. Some of you that are earning $800 a month, you're getting that month after month after month. And subsequently, you're also getting a Diamond Club car bonus on top of it. Now, we're going to load that up with even more bonuses, but here's the deal with it, okay? That'll never go away. If everybody's using the products, and more people use the product, and more people get customers, and more people reorder the product, and we continue to do that, it'll never go away. It'll never go away. That's the secret to Herbalife, Mary Kay, Amway. It'll never go away. It'll never go away. So here's what you got to do, is you got to create that income that never goes away. That you work hard once. Now, if you've got an 18-month window right now, 2 years, 3 years to set it all up, and then it grows and grows and grows because people keep reordering the product, whether they're joining the business or not, the customers keep reordering the product, it's point. And that's all you got to do now, is that your training, ask people how many freedom points you want. How many freedom points do you got? Because when you get this many freedom points, you get to quit your job. When you get this many freedom points, you get to buy your dream car. When you get this many freedom points, you get to buy your new house. When you get this many freedom points, you get to donate $100,000 to your favorite charity. When you get this many freedom points, you get to put your kids through college. So I want everybody to focus on the freedom points in your back office. Now we have Amy Gill who's going to come up here, I think, next. And then we have a series of announcements that you guys need to get ready for. I'll pass this back. I'll be back up here in just a minute. I want to give it back to Don. All right, let's get Don right now.